Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Core Java session. We are we are in the topic files IO package. We have seen file writer. We have seen file writer, file reader. Now there are certain disadvantage. Okay, there are certain disadvantage of file writer and file reader. What is the disadvantage in this program? If you observe in this line, yesterday we have seen this program, right? Now try to observe in this line. First name slash Amit, then we have to use slash n, right? Slash n is nothing but a next line character. Slash line means I want this part in first line, this part in second line, this part in third line. This will giving extra work, right, to us. This slash n is required to give this word. So data, whatever the data we are writing, data we are writing using file writer. ठीक है, we have to use slash n. ठीक है, ठीक है. Do you think that we should do all this thing? Otherwise it will be very time taking thing, right? This is the one thing. ठीक है. For reading, now this is for writer, this is for what? Writer. Same thing is for what? Reader. So reader, while reading the file, we have to read the character by character, na? Instead of line by line. Reading the line, reading the file, character by character is time taking. This is one disadvantage. We should read. So to overcome this problem, for file writer we have buffered writer, and for reading purpose, for reading the file, we have buffer reader. Okay, now try to observe. Buffered writer, buffered writer. ठीक है. Now copy this, come here, Control Shift H, paste here, buffer writer. Open this. Guys, what is the class? Extend writer. Come here. In file writer, what is extending? Output stream writer. But for reader, who is the parent class? Writer. Okay, now what are the constructor available? Copy this. BR, variable name, anything. Then we are passing what? Writer class, writer W. This is the one constructor. Okay, now this is writer comma. Second is int buffer size. Int the buffer size. Okay, try to observe. This is one constructor. Okay, for output stream. Then we have buffer writer, this constructor. Okay, use an output of given size. Create a new buffer character output stream that use an output buffer of the given size. Whatever the size we are giving. Okay, now we will see this example. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, now try to observe. But before that, these are the constructor. These are the constructor. These are the constructor. Now, what are the methods available? important methods, important methods, important methods, same. Right method is there. Right method is there, which is taking parameter int of character. The next method is write char of array, ch. This is one method. Then we have write of string, This is one method. Okay. Then we have flush method. Then we have close method to close the file operations. Then we have new line. One method is there, new line. Okay. What it will do, we have read this in previous operation, the same function it is there. Only this new line we are added, inserting a new line to the file. Okay. Now, let's write one program, then you'll understand. Okay, let me remove this. Control D. I will use this class. Okay, this is the class. Remove. Select all, Control Shift F is the formatting. Okay, now try to observe. Now I will use come here. Okay. Now first we will create buffered writer object. Buffer writer object. BW equal to what? New buffered writer. This is the class. Okay. Control Shift O. Java.io buffer reader. But it is expecting some writer, right? Now try to observe. I will use file writer. I will use file writer. I will use file writer. F equal to new file writer. New file writer. Control Shift O. Here we need to give the path of the. We need to give the path. Where is the path? That path, let me provide this. This is the path of my drive. Paste here. Okay. No problem. Let it be new folder 2. Okay. Then this file writer we will pass here. Then this file writer will pass here. Okay. This file writer we will pass here. Any file writer. Save this. What is this? Okay. So buffered writer. Okay. We have passed this object of file writer. This is file writer. Come here. We can pass writer, right? So what is the file writer? File writer. Now come copy this. Copy this. Control Shift H. Open this also. Guys, file writer parent is output stream writer. If you see in left side, how this is relation established, try to observe. Where is my pen? If you see file writer parent is who? Output stream writer. If you see here output stream writer, who is the parent? Right? Try to observe. Writer only, right? Like, let's see. Copy this. Let's search that. Copy this. Double click here. Who is the parent? Writer, right? Now file writer. Output we have seen this is fine. Now come here in our program. Now come to buffer writer also. Buffer writer. Buffer writer we can pass writer na, right? We can writer. We have to pass writer. Now try to observe. In our program, this is our program now. We have specified the path. We did not provide the file. Let me provide the file name. Can I give file name abc.txt? I can give this file. So this file name will be provided to buffer reader. Okay, everything. Now we can write some bw dot write. We have write method, right? So in write, how many options are coming? We can pass int, we can pass string, we can pass char, we can pass char array, right? Let's start with number. Let me give some number. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can we run this program? ABC is created, but there is no data. Why? Okay, fine. Let me use flush. Flush. bw.flush. Some data is coming, right? With this number is converted into semicolon. Okay. Now we will add some more data. Okay. Let's say I want to add some data. This data with this is converted into curly brace, right? We have seen in this file. If I will use file writer, it will come in the one line. Now I want in next line. I want in next line. What is the bw dot new line is the method. bw dot new line is the method. New line is the method. What will do? It will add everything in next line. Let me create one character of array, char array, ch equal to what? Let's say giving some single quote A, comma, single quote B, something like this. Then we have a single quote C. Okay? Now, this is array. Perfectly fine, right? Okay. This should be curly brace. Okay? Now this array we can pass in this buffer writer, right? Copy this. We can pass as ch, run this program. Okay. Come here, open this line. See, this is due to number. This is coming from where? Our char array. But what, why, how it is coming, guys? It is coming using what? Next line. Using new line, new line. Let me comment this. Already this is overridden, so it won't work here. Okay. See, now it is coming how? When I remove new line, it is coming next to it, right? In the same line. But I want something in new line. So this method will help. Uncomment this, run this. Open again this file. In next line it is coming. Hope you are good. Okay? Now. Now. Can I use this B again? I want another line of for string purpose. I do observe. Now I will use some string. Instead of taking string, can I pass directly? Because we can pass, we have method, right? We have method where we can pass string like this also, right? Copy this, come here, paste here. Let me pass directly string instead of taking a variable. ठीक है? अमिताभ बच्चन. VW variable with that object reference. We have to call the method name. Now run this. Run as Java application. Perfectly fine. See, it is new line is I used or not? See, one new line. Oh, I need to add one new line. Okay, copy this, paste here. Then new line. Guys, did you observe it is overwriting? Always remember this is overwriting. See, this output is there, right? Now let me check again. What is the output? Open this file. This is overwriting, right? This is first line, then ABC, then Amitabh Bachchan, then ABC, right? Okay. So this is number, new line. This is ABC, CH, then new line. This is double line. That's why. Now it will change again. So data get overwriting, right? You should remember this point also. Line by line is coming, but every time the moment we run the program, the data get changes. So we should use carefully. Now, this is bw.flush, and we can use BufferedWriter dot close. Okay, ठीक है. One more thing, guys. Buffer reader we are closing using this method. What we are doing? Sorry, bw. It should be bw. It should be close. Observe. In previous example also we use this. We are closing which variable? Buffer rider. It means only buffer rider will close? No. In this case, buffer rider is also going to close, and automatically this file writer also going to close. Okay? So this point is also important here, that whenever we have to close our resources also, right? So it should not like be, you will do f dot close. No need explicitly. If you are doing bw dot close, then buffer reader object is also going to close, and this file writer is also going to close. Okay? Now, 1 minute. Now, the next thing is buffer reader. The next is buffer reader. Why we are using buffer reader? We have already reader, right? Why we are using buffered reader? And why you are using buffer writer? This is the 2 point. Whenever we are writing, we have to use /n. So we have now new line method in buffer writer. In read buffer, while using reader, file reader, character by character is time taking process. So we have what? Buffer reader. Somebody asked you why already we have file writer and file reader. Why we are using buffer reader and buffer writer? You should be able to answer. Okay? Now, how many constructors are there? Buffer reader. BR equal to new buffered reader. This is the first. Here we have to pass reader. You have to pass one reader. Copy this. Let's search something in our Control Shift H. Paste here. Buffer reader. Come here, buffer reader. Who's the parent? Reader. Copy this. Control Shift H. Implements what? Readable and closable. Okay. Now, always whenever you are looking for predefined class, always look who is the parent, so that you will have understanding where this clonable, closable, serializable, these are the common stuff. Okay. How many methods we have? This is the first constructor. Copy this, paste here. The another constructor is what? Reader, comma, buffer size, int size or buffer size. We can call this buffer size. Okay, no problem. Now, how many methods are there in this? How many methods are there in this? In one second. How many methods are available in this? The first is read method. The read method is there, which is going to read and return something int. You know this, right? Then we have again int with read method, but what we can pass? Char of array. Char of array. Okay, this is one method. Then we have read line. This is the important read line. Read line method is there. Okay. Then we have close method. So now what is this read line? You know, read and read. What is read line? It read the next line. It read the next line. If the next line is not available, then it will return null. This is the new thing. You should know. What is this? This method will read. It will read next line. Next line. Take it. If next line is not there, if next line is not there, next line is not there, it will return what? It will return null. It will return null. Let's see programmatically. Okay. Now, let me remove this part. Let's write file reader. File reader fr equal to new file reader. New file reader. We should give the path, right? We should give the path. We should give the path. Control Shift O. Okay, what is the path? This is the path. Copy this, paste here, /abc.txt. abc.txt. This is file reader. Now we will have buffer reader. Buffered reader. Buffered reader br equal to what? New buffered reader. Then we will pass this file reader inside this. Control Shift O to get the import. Save this. Now, whenever we are reading the line, always think about data. What kind of data you are going to read? Important thing is that you are going to get one word, you are going to get 100 word, you are going to get 10 line, you are getting, this is the logic here. So whenever I am going to read, we know in this, there are 3 words, 3 lines. This one, and this one. So this should become something like looping come into picture, right? When multiple thing is there, loop is there, right? So we are, what we have created, we have given some path using file reader to this buffer reader. The buffer reader is going to read. What is the duty of buffer reader? To read. So we are asking, hey buffer reader, read line by line. Read line by line. Okay, buffer reader is saying, okay, I will read line by line. But are you in position to catch the result? So yes, I will say, yes, I will use one apply while loop. I will apply one while loop. Inside this while loop, whatever line by line is coming, okay, I will catch that till what point, till what point? Till, because you are going to give next line when the line ends. Hey buffer reader, your read line method will read only till null. Last line is null, last line is not there, next line is not there. It is going to read, it is going to give null. So to handle that, I will apply one condition. What is that condition? While line is not null. If it is not null, it will keep on doing. If it is null, if it is null, then what it will do? It will come out. It means operation is over. Let me do system dot out dot println. Then br dot read line. Okay? Now try to observe. Try to observe. Run this program. Oh, I'm doing giving nothing now. I'm giving nothing. I need to give something here. Straight. Baba. Line. It is keep on coming, right? Okay. One second, one second, one second, one second. All it should come. Uh, line equal to. It has keep on looping. If now it won't. Now, try to debug such kind of program. Always debug, guys. Debug is your regular job. Without debugger, no developer can survive. If they don't know debugging, you don't know coding. What is happening in this line? File reader reading this path. We are giving buffer reader read this. Before buffer reader object is created, it is having some data. Expand this. Buffer reader. Inside this, we have file reader object. See? Okay, now try to observe br.read line. Line, first line, what was there? Whatever data is there, that will come in first line, br.read line. Fine. It means this condition is what? Control Shift I. True. True means it will go inside this line. Inside loop. It will print the first line. Now try to observe. What we are giving instruction, go to next line. ABC. Next line is what? Next line is what? ABC. Perfectly fine. Okay? Line will be stored where? Here. Line will be stored where? Here in this variable. In this line is curly brace. Now let me cross this line. In the next line, what is there? Amitabh Bachchan. Now in this line, Amitabh Bachchan, right? Now try to observe. Line. Line is holding next line, which is not null. Come down. This line is going to print br.read line. Now try to observe. Line is holding this. Okay? Now F6. Then third line. What happened? Only two lines is there. Where is our ABC? Now it is coming. Why at that time it is not coming? Just a minute. Debug as Java application. Debug as Java application. Curly brace printed. ABC is printed. Now ABC is printed, right? Now Amitabh Bachchan is printed. Okay? Come here. What is line is having? Null. Are you getting why we are keeping this null? Why we are keeping this line? Why we are keeping this line? You have question in your mind. That is the answer. Here it is after this loop start, whether this loop will go like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is it going to line number 13? No, na. Otherwise, if I am not keeping this line, I want this condition fall at certain position. And what is that position? Think with your brain. All lines are closed. There are 3 lines. There is no data in 4th line. Means what? I am making this as null because this br.read line is when it will go to the next line at last line, the line will become null. Line will become null. This will become false. The loop will terminate. Otherwise, infinite loop was there, na. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. Okay? Hope you are good. That's why we keep some. This is not purpose. I purposefully made. What is the purpose? I want at one certain position line should not be null. Okay. Now read this line carefully. Try to observe. This is very, 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 very important observation. Where is my cursor? Right arrow, 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 right arrow. Right arrow I am pressing. It is not going. It is not moving. It is not moving, right? Right arrow. Left arrow is moving. Down arrow is also not working. Down arrow is not working. Up arrow is working. Down arrow. The moment, so this you should understand whenever you are doing some file operation, where your cursor can go, that will be the position. If I will add one more line, hello friends, hello Java team. Save this. Now I am keeping cursor and here. I will press down arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. You also do this. Arrow is not going beyond this line. I will keep my arrow right. It will not go beyond team. This will be the end of the cursor. Where your cursor is moving, that you have to think. That will be your end point. So that's why when I will read this again, what will happen? Run debug as Java application. Try to observe. What is the purpose? This line will make the variable line null. So that at that point this condition becomes false and loop will come out. Otherwise it was going on infinite loop. That is what I made. That is not every time logic. You have to think based on your condition. See, first line is printed. The second time it is having ABC. It is also going true. Next is what? ABC. After that is this line will cross Amitabh Bachchan. Okay. Next line will come. It will cross. What is it holding? Hello team, Java team. After this line, what is that? What is there in next line? Nothing is there. So that's why I keep this. This will hold null. Null is not equal. This will become null is line is what? Null. Null is not equal to null. That is false. Null should be equal to null. Now what is here? Null. Next last line is null. So to end this loop at next line, I keep this line explicitly. Done. Output is coming, right? Everything you should debug. Everything you should debug. The moment you start debugging in your coding practice, you are going one step ahead of your understanding. Why it is coming? Why it is this line? What is the purpose of this line? You can debug. And debug is a process. It is not like a button, switch on and off, you will understand debugging. So whenever people are not teaching debugging in core Java, they are teaching debugging in REST API. What is the use? After 100 session required for core Java, after spending hundred days of core Java, if people don't know debugging, then what they will do in their Spring Boot REST API microservices? So you should understand Eclipse, ID, and debugging as well. Then you will understand this logical thing. Whenever you are Google something in internet, not only now you are in the position, now you are in the position, Google some code, how to reverse the string in Java, copy that program, paste here, debug that, understand the, we will see some interview question. Once our multi-threading collection will go, will be done. After that, we will take interview coding program only, at least 1 week, daily 3 to 4 program, we will debug. But why not now? You should start now, because every interview question, they will ask you core Java program only. So start now only. Now you are in the position to look for such programs. Basics are done, oops are done, everything is done. Now playing with high level concept. Okay, now buffer reader is done. Buffer reader is done. We have one more thing. One minute. We have one more concept that is for last topic for this chapter. Hope you are good. Print writer. Did I mention? I did not mention here, but I should mention here. Print writer. Print writer is one more topic. Then we are going to close the chapter. Okay? Come here. Print writer. This is one of the advanced writer to write the text in the text data in the file. Most advanced, better enhanced writer to write data in the file. Data in the file. ठीक है? File writer, we have buffer writer, we can only character to data. But using print writer, we can write any type of data, any kind of data. ठीक है? To write the file. Reading is not a problem. So we have a buffer reader. Why? To avoid character by character reading, time waste. To read line by line. So that is buffer reader. So what should you use in your project? Buffer reader. In interview, they will ask why you are asking, why you are using buffer reader. You should tell reader disadvantage. But in your project, what you will use for writing? Print writer. You should not use file writer, buffer writer. You should use print writer. Buffer writer is also fine, but print writer if you was different type of data. With file, I am using shortcut. FW means file writer and BW means buffer writer. We can write only characters. Only characters. But using print writer, using print writer, we can write any data. We can write any data. Any data to whom? File. Now, now. Print writer, PW equal to new print writer, ठीक है? What are the constructor? String. We can pass S. What is the other character? Sorry, character with constructor. We can pass file, a file object. We can pass string object. We can pass file object. What is another constructor? Paste here. We can pass writer also, writer object also, writer. Okay. So there are different method. There are different method. Okay. Now we will see one program. Okay. We will see one program. Let me remove this buffer reader, file reader. Okay. Control Z. Remove this part. And comment this. I need this path. Okay. Now file writer. Instead of this, I will use file writer. File writer. Copy this. Oh. Control Shift O. Variable name can be anything, right? No problem. FR, FW, ABC, your name, my name. Okay. Okay. Now, print writer, print writer, PW. PW means print writer. Print writer. We can pass F file writer object, FR. How to import? Control Shift O. Print writer. Oh my God. New keyword I did not use. Okay. Now fine. This is PW, right? PW. Now try to observe. PW dot write. Let's say add 100. Save this. Okay. PW dot print 100. Run this program. ठीक है. Come here. Refresh this. Zero data, right? Let me flush this data. PW dot flush. Run this program. 1 KB, right? Always timestamp D100. D100. Now, come here. Come here. Comment this line. Run this. Come here. Open this. Try to observe. 100. Print is 1 second. Guys. And observe this. Observe this. When I am using write Java application, what is coming? Converted to character. Comment this. Write. Use this. Run this program. It is printed here 100, right? It's a print method. Okay. Now, copy this. Paste here. D 100. Okay, now so these three method can print, write, print, and print ln. Okay, now after that we have to close these connections. So print writer dot close. The print writer object is closed. Now try to understand what is the difference between this print and print ln. Okay, and write. Okay, write and print. So in write, the D is added to first line, but in print, value is added to the file. Okay, this is the difference between these two. Okay, it is character. Character is added, but when we are using print, it is adding the value. Okay. Okay. Now just give me a moment. Now there are, let's say, two files. Let's say there are two files. Okay. There are two files, and we want to merge the data of the two files. Can we write some program on that? Okay. Let's start. Or we will do that program tomorrow also. No problem. We are about to close. 1 minute, guys. Huh? So tomorrow, what we will do some program on file operations. Okay, where we'll play with multiple files. We will take one or two files. We'll add the data. Okay, we can write a program to copy the file, two file, and add into third file. We will play with the data, and also we will start the new chapter serialization as well. Okay, we will start the serialization as well. I'm stopping my screen share. I'm stopping the recording.